Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to be talking about the Iraqi dinar. And this is a subject that needs to be addressed. This is not just for the masses, but it's also for myself. But a lot of the things that I'm seeing online, there's a lot of people that are not really prepared. And a lot of people think that the Dinar Rv is going to happen before some type of economic collapse. And if that's the case, 99% of all dinar holders right now will not have their money after the economic collapse. So even thinking about like what we're expecting in the cryptocurrency markets, how are we going to prepare for this economic collapse that is coming? Because most people who are involved in the dinar are not involved in any other type of investments. And people need to understand that the wealth transfer, it's not just about the revaluation of currencies, right? It's about crypto. It's about the fiat market, the bond market, the real estate, the automobile markets, the futures market, the commodity markets, and so on. And these are also connected to each other in some way. One can affect the other. And if the Dinar Rv was to happen today, and then we're still expecting an economic collapse, most people are going to lose everything. And I can't just look at this from a U.S. perspective. First of all, we haven't had like a mass bank bail-in, and there are other countries that have, right? There are people that have lost their savings, their money, everything they saved up for because banks made a mistake. And we see the same things happening now, right? We see a lot of banks, they've been failing here and there. It just goes to show the cracks in the banking system. So are you really prepared if the Dinar Rv was to happen tomorrow? Because that's the way all the gurus make it sound like, as if it's going to happen at any moment. And it very well could. And actually, I've said that I wouldn't be surprised if they slowly raise it up to 1,000 to 1 and then move from there. When you look at countries like Argentina, if you're a dinar holder in Argentina and you see the corruption in the banking system, you think that you're going to trust to put your money into the banks? So what are you doing to prepare for the economic crash if the dinar revalues 1 to 1 or 3 to 1 before this economic crash? What is your plan? You're just going to keep all the money in the bank? From what I understand and from what I see, most dinar holders, they're not involved in any other investments because a lot of the dinar gurus, all they talk about is fiat and the dinar. Some of them only talk about the dinar only. So if that's the case, then people are not really prepared. I mean, for me personally, I believe that there are things that have to be done before the Dinar Revaluation. We talked about the digital dinar, and people laughed at me. And they said, oh, the dinar will revalue before any type of CBDC. I've been talking about CBDCs for years now, and yet I don't see anybody else talking about it. They're just talking about the RV. And, you know, there are steps to what I see in this, not just prophetically, but in the natural. We've heard what the banks have said. We've heard what they want to do. We know that there was supposed to have been a revaluation in 2014, but that was delayed. Right? These are all things that we've shared. And I've shared with you folks that I'm not going to sit here and waste your time with video after video about the Dinar Rv, and there's really no new information to put out there. It's just everybody's freaking out about the trip that Miss Elizabeth Rosenberg made, but that was already pre-planned. If people actually do their research, they wouldn't see that it was breaking news. It was something that was already pre-planned. And so a lot of people they're all excited, and, you know, I understand that, but people, their excitement is trumping reasoning. And they're going to be waiting just like they have been waiting. And we're still going to continue to wait. But people are not ready. If the dinar was to revalue today, they would not be ready for the coming economic collapse. We know that it's coming, right? And it's going to affect every country differently. And so no matter what country you're in, you're going to have to be careful when this RV takes place that your bank doesn't do a bail-in, right? Because what are you going to do if the banks freeze your funds as the economic collapse is coming, right? Maybe you're in a country where you lose it all. People here in the United States, you know, we've had it so good, it's so cush for the longest time. You know, we're expecting that the banks won't take our money. So I have a personal belief that the Dinar Revaluation will take place when things seem at their worst, when there's more of an economic downturn, because that's going to be when the Dinar Rv happens, it's going to help benefit the whole entire world. Right now, there's no need. The banking system, the people who run the banks, they're still making their millions of dollars or billions of dollars every single day. There's no need for them to change the system. And this is the thing that people are not learning about the future and what's going to take place. If you really truly feel that the Dinar Rv is going to take place before this economic collapse, then you better prepare yourself for what you're going to do. Because many of you are going to lose the money that you've been waiting on for a very long time. A lot of you are going to lose it anyway, because many people who come into instant wealth, within a year, a lot of them don't have the money anymore. So half of you are going to lose it anyway. And if there is an economic collapse after the Dinar Rv, the other 49% are going to lose their money because they were not prepared, right? We're expecting a whole lot of different things. I'm not even talking about prophetically. I'm just talking about in the natural, things we've talked about in the news for the last 10 years. And here we are on the verge of central bank digital coins being launched on a worldwide scale. These are all the things that I talked about. These are all the things that we brought forth, the TC crew brought forth, right? We talked about the digital dinar. Just shared that, I'm not going to keep wasting your guys' time with dinar videos every other day. Just keep stacking and waiting. You can spend your time doing other things. So if I come out with any kind of video from here on out, it's going to be important. So if you really think that the Dinar Rv is going to happen before there's some type of collapse, many of you, I know for a fact, you are not prepared because nobody's talking about it. So anyways, folks, that is all that I have for today. I have some more Dinar videos coming, topics that I think are very important. So I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.